It's high time I shared another jazz solo transcription. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Brian from Airflow Music. Welcome back to another Exercise of the Week video. It's been quite some time since I last shared a jazz solo transcription in this series. And in fact, several of you have written to me to remind me of this. I'm happy to oblige, as ever. If there is a type of exercise you'd like to see, or a particular technique I can address in an Exercise of the Week, please do drop me a line and let me know. I'll see what I can do. On January 17th, 2020, we sadly lost the great Brazilian-American jazz trumpeter Claudio Roditi. Mr. Roditi was not somebody that I knew personally, but I have been a fan of his playing for something like 30 years, and I've certainly listened to him an awful lot during that time. I've been travelling a lot in the past couple of weeks since his passing, and he's been back at the top of my playlist, as airline flights are one of the main times I really have time to concentrate on listening to music. While I've been revisiting some of my favourite records that feature Mr. Roditi, I've also spent some time transcribing some of his solos, one of which I'm sharing with you here. This is probably the very first Claudio Roditi solo I ever heard. It comes from a performance by Dizzy Gillespie in the United Nations Orchestra at the Royal Festival Hall in London, England, back in 1989. I first saw it as a TV broadcast, which my dad videotaped for me at the time since it was on pretty late at night. This concert was also my introduction to Dizzy Gillespie and Arturo Sandoval, as well as Claudio Roditi. That's a pretty spectacular trumpet lineup by anybody's standards. Anyway, this is Mr. Roditi's fantastic solo on A Night in Tunisia from that concert. I'm not going to spoil it by trying to play along. I'll simply post the sheet music on screen so you can follow along with the audio. You can, of course, also download the free PDF at the link below. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you're not familiar with this concert, I'll post links below to where you can watch the whole thing on YouTube and also listen to it on Apple Music. I encourage you to check it out. If you weren't previously familiar with Claudio Roditi, I'll also post some links to some of my favourite recordings of his for you to check out. Have fun discovering this late great master of the trumpet. For those of you who've been enjoying the recent practice challenges that accompany these videos, I'll post my rendition of my playing along with this on Instagram shortly. Keep an eye out for that and please join in. When you post your video on Instagram or Facebook, please tag me at AirflowMusicNYC and use the hashtag EOTW54. I'll share your versions on my story. That's basically it for this video. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All the exercises in this series are available for free download. However, if you'd like to acknowledge the work that goes into making these videos, you also have the option to name your own price and contribute a few dollars. Alternatively, while you're over at airflowmusic.com downloading the PDF, please check out the books and other merchandise we have on offer. In fact, there'll be a new book being released very shortly. More about that later. I'll see you next Monday for another Exercise of the Week. Now, go practice!